Let's
Geechi
go.
Gotti's 2017 to 2020 versus Clips 2012 to 2015. Geechi has 5 headliners on URL compared to Clips that has 9. He has 2 gnome appearances. Clips has 4. Geechi has 4 Summer Madness appearances. Charlie Clips have 4. But Geechi has 22 battles in those 3 in that little span of time, while Clips had 12.
And this is just what URL.
This is just URL.
Mm-hmm.
The world's most respected.
The world's most respected. Coming up next.
That's a good point. Give me that. All 12 of those are classics, if I remember right.
Also, URL wasn't having as many events back then, too. You know what I mean? They were just starting to get the ball rolling, like with more consistency at that
Clips
time.
did more with less. Okay, Rico.
All right, Project Rico.
I see what you're trying to do, Rico.
Clips had some crazy KOTD battles too, right? Says Hollywood Trey.
Yeah, they both did. They both did.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if we're just gonna try to narrow it down to one league, I don't know about that. I feel like we need to talk about the whole picture.
Well, if it's the whole picture, then it kind of goes to Clips more. He battled on more leagues than Geechi, I would think. I think the run's most comparable when you even the sample size.
Right. KVN says Clips has more clear W's. Clips was being mentioned for Mount Rushmore within those 12 battles.
That Rex body goes a long way. Yeah, but let's keep in mind, Geechi Gotti does have 2 Champion of the Years. He has 2 MVPs awards.
Clips didn't get a chance to win one.
With a chance to win a third one.
Listen, if they would have been there between 2012 to 2015, Clips might have got 3 of them things.
Yeah, that's true. I agree with that.
Clips might have got 3 of them things if they would have had that going on at that time.
Yeah. Them MVPs hit hard. He
definitely would have been the first back-to-back. He definitely would have been first.
Look, I know my answer. I'm going with Clips, but I just want to say I think there is a valid argument here.
Now, there's definitely an argument there. You know, new generation, new time. Oh, okay.
You going with Geechi?
I'm going with Geechi. Yep.
Ooh.
Geechi.
I'm gonna roll with Clips, man.
The thing that makes the Geechi argument so strong is that in those 22 battles, they're all killers. So it's like twice the amount of battles Clips had, and did not lose clearly to any of those guys. I think if you add another 10 battles to Clips' URL resume, or you keep extending it, you start seeing some chinks in his armor. And then plus Geechi has the 2 Champion of the Year, so there's a valid case there.
Both of them lost to white boys.
Yikes.
Y'all crazy. I see more people saying Clips though, so
I see some more Clips too. Vlad, real quick, a little 30-second take on this. Who do you think had a better 4-year span run on URL?
Maybe it's my old school bias, but you know, I'm rolling with Charlie Clips. I feel like Clips also helped usher in a whole new set of fans to battle rap also during that time. I feel like his impact is just like something that was surreal. Like he just jumped in the game, jumped straight on the Summer Madness stage, first battle out, and bodied the guy who had the most steam at that point, man, which was Aver. You know what I mean? Like he single-handedly, you know, put that Midwest talk to a halt for that night. For that night, I'm saying for that night. Hold on, Miss Michigan. Hold on, Miss Michigan.
Wait, so you're telling me Verb folded in one of the biggest battles of his career?
We still kept moving. We was good.
France,
you're telling me the king of the Midwest folded in one of the biggest battles of his career, in front of the biggest stages ever.
Michael Jordan didn't come out winning championships either. So you know it took time, but you know what it is.
Yesterday, you know what I mean? But you know, Charlie Clips though, man, from the jumping on that Summer Madness stage and running.
I thought Fonz was the king. Oh, brother.
Did we find Fonz burner account?
I like to mention too that your king also folded the following year after and 2 years after that as well. But continue.
Oh, brother.
We was good. Don't worry about it.
My 30 seconds up, France. I thought it was my 30 seconds. Here you go jumping in. I'm done, man. I'm gonna drink my water.
How did this transition into Verb? That's what I would love to know.
Because you jumped in my round. Pause.
All right, Cece, make a quick case. Why do you have Geechi's run over Clips' run?
I just feel that because you said Geechi's is not even a full 4 years. Geechi really 3 years with these stats. Am I correct?
About the same time frame.
And 4 years all the way. So he already got close stats to Clips in less time. And we always talk about Geechi's resume. We probably will never see another run like Geechi has had out the gate since we start seeing him consistently on URL. We all know he was from the West. I know other people are saying, well, he was doing this before he got on URL. So that's that. But if we're only talking about URL, his run in a short amount of time and his impact, I put that above what I'm seeing right here that Clips did in 4 years. Because this is only showing 3 years for Geechi.
I'll take it. I'll take it for what it is. I think it's dynamic though, because they speak to different eras, right? URL wasn't throwing that many events, so that was Clips came from the time period of quality.
That ain't Geechi's fault. Just like you can't.
No, but this is both out of the control. Like they're placed in the era that they're placed in, so you can't compare two things, right? Like Clips had no choice but to quality over quantity because URL was only having so few events a year that it really mattered. While Geechi, on the other hand, said, "Put me on everything. I want to smoke with any and everybody moving." And completed the objective every single time, or never left there killed.
Sometimes we acted like back in the day, it was just like what Gnome and Summer Madness were like the only two battles we were doing every year. There was a whole bunch of in between battles too. So you can say PGs. That, but Clips wanted to be on the big stages, and that's his right. He wanted to be on the big stages. I don't blame him. But Geechi, he's also one of them people that will battle in a small room, and he will battle on a big stage in front of thousands of people. He don't cherry pick. You put somebody in front of him, somebody calling him out, he'd be like, when am I supposed to show up?
It was also different back then too. It's like back then, you had to hold some sort of prestige, and the big dogs, they're like, I'm not battling on these smaller cards. It took a while, and then finally, you get to see Clips battling at, little sneaker events and stuff like that, and him and Surf decided to kick off the Born Legacy joint, so
he gave B Magic his first look on the main stage.
Right.
It
was a different era back then.
I think the most staggering thing though is that Clips had 9 headliners out of 12 battles. That means like 75% of his career, he was the guy you bought your ticket for.
He was carrying the lead.
That's what I said. He liked it to be on them big stages, and that's his right if that's what he wants. But Geechi, he don't give a fuck. He just want to kill people.
There was a clip last night. There was a clip last night on Primetime where Geechi and Charlie Clips traded some bars. Let me play this clip. If this clip doesn't,
he got his ass.
Let me play this clip.
Fuck out of here, Geechi.
If it doesn't work, I got the audio version back up. Let's see if it runs. All right, cool. So I got no audio on these clips. Got to talk to my engineer about that one, but I got the audio back up here.
Since I battled Surf and Arsenal, this is nothing new.
But
you know what? I'll speak to
hold up.
I'll speak to him on the 19th.
Hey,
I don't want to do too much.
Hey, enough of the chit chat. Hey, enough of the chit chat. Tell this fat nigga get back. I'm not eating grapes. I'm eating M&M's. Some y'all couldn't do on that diss track. That's what I do, man.
Yikes.
That rebuttal was so good.
Checkmate.
Even Clips had to admit he lost.
My point exactly. Come on.
Even Clips had to admit he lost that round. Clips, you down.
He's like, yeah, you got me.
What are you doing? And the thing, the Geechi had the foresight to already. I don't know if he figured out, I'm talking to Clips. Let me get the M&Ms just for this. But it's like, even if he didn't, and that was organic, like that was crazy. France, I've been saying for a while now, Geechi is one of the better freestylers in battle rap. Like when
he's gotten so much better over the years.
We didn't even know he had that kind of attribute. And a lot of people will do rebuttals that are just like, all right, I'm mentioning something that you mentioned, but this dude is turning rebuttals into haymakers, yo. And like shaking the room on caffeine. Like, how do you shake
that shit was room, fire. Yo?
Like my phone started shaking.
So can we admit that Geechi might be an all-star with the rebuttal game? Crazy. Listen, Geechi not just an all-star. He might be the best.
Yeah, he's up there, man.
Between him, A-Ward, and Chef Trez, like you gotta power rank those guys 1, 2, 3. Sharon too.
Yeah, come on.
I was about to say Sharon. That Sharon and Chef battle.
Give him his props, eh?
If you don't know, go see it.
Yeah, we got Pat Stay also, man. Yo, Canadian boys, man, they love them some rebuttaling, B.
All right, everyone. So we do have a guest coming on today. They'll be on in about 10 to 15 minutes. We got Holmesy the guy coming on today. He
Holmesy.
hasn't hit me back yet, so we'll stay tuned. He should be around on 11:15. But in the meanwhile, I got some more topics here we can tackle all together as a family.
Go.